It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
You are watching WFTA television.
Hello, everyone. Good to see you guys. It's been a while, and I am back, and we are back here on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures, and you're here for another late night. I do have a little goal set down there. It's not very much, but I would like to reach it so that I could get paid this month. But anyway, as Jonezer said, we're down here feeding off the bottom, so let's get it on over with. I got a little goal set over there. Also, there we go. Jamie Sanders starting us out with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Jamie. I appreciate that. So we're working on it. As you can see, it hitting. So thank you so much, Jamie. I appreciate that, and that gets us going. So good deal. So what have I been doing? Well, I've been very, very busy at work, and I'm probably going to get back very, very busy at work after Memorial Day. So with happy Memorial Day, everyone. Monday is Memorial Day, and this is our Memorial Day special here on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. And of course, I am Bill, your host. It's good to see you here. And there's somebody that's been missing for a while. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your long boxes and loosen up those card backs because he's back. Please welcome your number one favorite comic book guy, Jonezer.
What's up, everybody? It's Jonezer, your favorite comic book guy. So let's do this!
Nightwing with a $2 super chat there, Jonezer. Thank you, Nightwing. I appreciate you, sir. We're getting off to a good start here, Jonezer. Good to see you, my friend.
Absolutely. An introduction like that, I hope I don't disappoint. The pressure's on.
Oh, I believe. All right, so it just hasn't been the same without you around here and little side eyes and snarky comments and all that shit. What you been up to, brother?
I just had to take a break. I had to take a break from YouTube, take a break for my own sanity. Been busy at work, digging in with the wife, the kids, the family, kind of regrouping. But we're starting to feel fun again. Starting to get toys and some comics. I've expanded the business, so I've been doing a lot of time with that. Got a booth in town there, Caledonia, Minnesota. Y'all want to buy some?
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that, Jonesy. We got several people in here that have showed up, figuratively speaking, came in. We got Rickster, we got Rolando Flores, our toy hunter there. And we got Nightwing in the house. We've got Mike Fee coming in. We got Jamie, Nightwing, Gap After Dark. Good to see you. Jeff is here. Good to see you. All Music Fan 88. Just a whole slew of folks, including you there, Jones, are sitting there in the chat. Kate Van D says hello to everyone. Good to see you, Kate. Trying to shout these people out. Good to see everyone here. Glad you all could come in and hang out with us tonight. We got quite a show set up here for us tonight. So,
like all the cool people are.
Well, they are. So, what did you miss most while you were gone? The chat, the memes, all the toys. What?
Well, definitely the people in the chat. The people in the chat are what makes it go. So yeah, I missed everybody that that enjoys the hobby with us, and I missed you, my friend. I missed playing with my bits. I've been so busy selling the stuff, I forgot that I actually am a fan of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different game when you're selling it.
I understand. Now your little toy booth there at your little flea market thing that you got set up has been doing quite well for you.
Yes, sir. I made my first 3 months of rent in the first 3 days.
That's called that in the show business vernacular, especially circus vernacular, is called making your nut. And
yes,
a lot of people don't understand what that means. A lot of times when the circus would move into town, they had to rent the lot that they were putting the big top on. And the sheriff would come and he would take the nut off of the main circus wagon and take it into his possession. And when they made enough money to pay the rent on the lot they were on, they got their nut back. And that's called making your nut. A lot of people don't understand that term, but there we go. So there's your little bit of trivia from Bill tonight.
Absolutely, like Rick's just said, plenty of nuts in here.
Well, not weirdos and everything else. So yes, absolutely. So I'm asking a few questions here that I got set up here for Jonezer to answer here. So what? Let's get into some toy talk here. What toy line got worse while you were gone?
All of them. No, I kid. I don't know. You want to gripe about a toy line, it ain't hard to find gripes and gripe about. People like to complain about the tariffs and the price and the articulation and all the head sculpt and why did they come with this and why did they come with that? Why didn't it come with that? And so I got a little sick of it. That's kind of what got me away from you. I got back into just trying to enjoy the hobby, have fun. What do you do this for? Do you do this to complain about it and be mad about it, or do you actually like the thing that you're collecting? So I wanted to try to find my fun in it, enjoyment, my love for the hobby.
I'm over here looking at the chat. Nightwing says it's good to have you back, Jonezer, aka Solomon Grundy.
On a Monday.
All right, and Nightwing also says that he thinks that the toy line that's gotten worse is Super 7.
See, I never bought a lot of those, so I can't speak to that. That's never been my jam. So I couldn't tell you if it's gotten better. Remain the same.
No, here they released some kind of a statement earlier this week about laying off a bunch of employees. Oh my goodness! Welcome back, Jonezer. $10 super chat there from Mike B. Thank you so much, Mike. Welcome back, Jonezer. He says, thank you so much there, Mike B. I appreciate that. That really does help. Every little bit does help. Got it. Ooh. Is Perry Platypus, a.k.a. Bill? No, I am not Perry Platypus, sir. I know who Perry Platypus is now, but he ain't me.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
There we go. Yeah, we got the Super 7 laid off a bunch of employees and they released some kind of a statement about it. But I was watching a video, I think it was today. Uh, they were talking about the quality of the toys. I mean, you got those little 3.75-inch little reaction figures that they come out with that they want you to pay what upwards of $10 for. That's a little overpriced. And then they got figures for everything in the world and not really anything that you really want. Golden Girls. And then this guy was also complaining about they're bad about showing you pre-production pictures of stuff that looks really really good because it's all enhanced and shit. And then when you get the actual figures, they don't look nearly as nice. And he was giving an example of the Power Rangers that Super 7 did as a result. So Super 7 doesn't have a whole lot of love out there for some odd reason, and maybe that's why. I've never collected them much. I mean, I've got a few of the reaction figures, but mainly those were just for nostalgia value.
Yeah, another one I hear a lot about is NECA for the stuff breaking. Is it really as bad
they've
as
got
all
they've
that?
got. I will admit they've gotten better since the olden days when everything was made out of chalk over there.
I don't have much NECA, or I didn't buy any. Or if I did, it was to sell it, So I never collected it, so I handled much. I have had stuff break though. I've had Masters of the Universe Origins break right in my hand live. I think it was the Fangor. Arm busted right in my hand. Bam.
I've got
That's not a cheap
I've got an
figure.
evil Lynn figure back here from Master of the Universe Origins, and foot fell off when I was opened her up out of the package. So yeah, it can happen. George Valentine, good evening and good sirs, and sorry I'm late. Well, you're not late, you're right on time. We're just getting started here. Mike B says some Super 7 Ultimates, they're not too bad. Darth Silas, hello from the dark side. Okay. My Origins Rio arm keeps falling off cheap. And Jeff says he loves the Super 7 G.I. Joe Ultimate. Okay. All right, cool deal. Cool deal. All right. So,
that's another thing.
Go ahead.
I never really. I always get a little heat for this. I always feel like I have to say it. I'm not into GI Joe. I've really collected it. I'm not my jam. But I know a lot of people in the chat or you yourself, Bill, have been a fan of it. But what am I missing?
Well, I'll be honest with you. When I was a kid, I liked the G.I. Joe, but I liked the Marvel Comics G.I. Joe. And that was what led me to wanting to buy the action figures and the vehicles and toys and stuff like that. And I was more interested in the comics. I never got into the cartoon show at all. Now a lot of people are really into that cartoon show, and that fueled their desire to buy the toys because that's what the cartoon show was. Basically, it was a half an hour commercial for the toys that,
like He-Man.
yeah,
Like
exactly. It's the same thing. And but yeah, I collected the GI Joe action figures when the small ones, not the big guys, the small ones when they came out. But do I collect them now? No. Am I actively collecting these? What do they call them? The GI Joe classics or whatever they are. The
classified, I think.
classified. That's it. No, I'm not really collecting those either. I've got a few of them. Yes, I've got them for various reasons. I mean, I've got. What did I do? I bought Destro and I bought the Baroness when they came out, but I got that just to get the Destro. And then I found out, they released Pimp Daddy Destro in the classified line. So I got to get me some Pimp Daddy Destro. And then Pimp Daddy Destro needs chicks, right? He needs his hoes, like, the Godfather, So I had to buy some Scarlet and stuff like that. So, but no, I'm not into that. And as a matter of fact, all of my vintage Joes went to Grindhead Jim.
If I had any at all, if I had any vintage GI Joe at all it was to me is they were thugs for Batman to beat up, or criminals for Punisher to punish, or the villains, the henchmen. Like they just throwaway characters to me that filled in my playing with the characters that I liked.
Absolutely. All right. So it's good to have you back, Jonezer. Glad you're back in the saddle. Let's fire up the jet engines on this geek train and get it rolling. And speaking of rolling, let's take a ride through the wild side of the wildest and wackiest memes of the week.
Memes of the week. Memes of the week.
Well, here we go. Starting it out, we got the trash can raccoon here. There ain't no trash can. There's only trash can.
Very nice. Ba, 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 boom.
And let's get it going here. Let's see see what the chat's saying here as a result of all this. Get them up here. There we go. And let's get the next meme on the screen. Here we are. This is me right here. When you've been up all night looking at memes and you start to hear the birds chirping in the morning. Good choices, Bill, says Jeff. Richter says the great outdoors. How about them raccoons there? All right, so going to the next meme here as we leave me as laying in my coffin there. Seeing the daylight coming up. Oh, there is Mrs. Weird Fantastic Toys, who is at work. She is back working, you guys. So congratulations for finding a cool job there. And she is working nights and weekends. She's not here with me tonight. She is joining us, though. So good to see you there. And that's me in that coffin, says Mike V. I bet. All right. So everybody's saying hey to Paula. Let's move to the next meme here. Okay. What in the state of Arkansas is this, Jonezer?
It's a future visit from the fire department.
It looks like a fire about to happen. And no, Rick, who said that this is my house. No, this is not. I don't do shit like this. This is stupid right here. I guess that's the kitchen window there on the house, and they're ready to open the window and grill out. And look, this is ridiculous.
No, that's straight up. The fire department might come before you even start the cook-off. They drive by that shit.
That's some dangerous crap. Do not do this at home, children. It is not my barbecue, Rickster, not at all. And Rick is asking Paula if I would do this. Answer that, Paula. Tell him no, because I would not. We barbecue in the backyard, yes, but we don't barbecue with installing the grill on the house like that. That's crazy. All right, going to the next one here. Let's get on down. And here we go. This is me here. Smoke alarm, I'm asleep. Tornado, I'm asleep. Home invasion, I'm asleep. If the fan stops, I'm waking up. What the hell?
We got Alexa, so we say Alexa, play brown noise.
Yeah, Paula and I both are like, we gotta have the air conditioner on, we gotta have the fan blowing.
Besides the home invasion, my little dogs start barking. A burglar got no chance.
There you go. All right, so let's move to the next one here. This is Rickster here, destroying his family computer with LimeWire back in the day.
I don't know if I'm memory hold that or I don't remember LimeWire. What even
Oh,
is that? Why you
it
even
was
want to
like
know?
Napster. As a matter of fact, when Napster got shit canned, LimeWire was kind of what took its place. And Rickster says that that
Pirating
is
music.
him.
Pirating music, youngster. All right. I
Mike
get it.
says that was all of us.
Well, yeah, I did it the old school way where I mailed Columbia House a penny,
Yeah,
sent
I
me
did
like
that.
12 cassettes,
All right,
and I never
so
paid for
wait,
any
wait,
of
wait,
them.
wait, wait, wait. Did you do what I did and get all the music and never pay for it?
Yeah, that's what everybody did. I don't know how that company made any money and kept sending everybody the stuff, but some kind of
Because it wasn't it was
nobody bought
what they
any of
were
that.
sending you was not the actual what you would buy in the store tapes or whatever. It was their versions
Sounded
of
good.
them.
The bootleg or whatever, the good bootleg.
It
It
was
sounded all right.
I,
I got
that
Motley
is
Crue
a
whole library
the
that was
Columbia House scam. That is a rabbit hole that you can go down on. I think there are plenty of videos about it on YouTube. It's worth a watch when you haven't got anything else better to do. But yeah, it was.
next week on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. Talk about Columbia
Oh, that poor PC. All right, let's see what we've got next here. Oh, here we go. This is me right here. How's everything going? You taking care of yourself? Yeah, yeah.
Good. Goes with most me.
And let's see. I will find you and what? Huh? My apologies. I dialed the wrong number.
You don't mess.
Nope. Rick, we know what messes up your PC. Corn, yeah, it does. That corn messes your PC up every time. We were talking about that the other night. I used to do home PC repair, and I would always get called to certain gentlemen's homes, and their PCs would be rotted up with the
Let me cut to the chase here. Their computers were filthy,
yes,
so
and
you
you
clean them
sometimes not even working properly.
because of the filth. Nasty.
Mike Fee, yeah, Mike Fee likes to post some of the most heinous, filthy memes in the world. Some of them are not even
Hey, so
fit
you
for.
go over to these dudes' place, fix their computer. You touch their mouse.
You have to, yeah, you have to take a shower when you get back
See where I'm
home,
going
and
with that?
I do. I know exactly where you're going with that, and yeah. Bill backed it up on an external drive. LOL, not Mike. Oh yes, Mike posts the most rotten, heinous memes. They're great memes, but yeah, they're not YouTube worthy sometimes because they're too filthy. But he does say that, hey, look, I do find clean memes, and this is one of his cleaner memes.
Yeah, this highbrow show can't show your filth over here. Dang it, we're too classy.
Speaking of classy, relax. We're all crazy. It's not a competition, folks.
Doesn't need to be a competition. All the stuff.
Rickster says that Jamie is the filter of Mike's memes. I don't know about that. Okay, here we go. Finally, after decades of hard work, I finally reached middle class. Inflation. I said, no, you're poor.
You be poor and you like it. Dang it.
You will own nothing, and you will live in a pod, and you will like it.
Eats the bugs. Doesn't.
I'm not eating the bugs. I refuse. And moving right along here, we're going to move to the next one here. Let's see. Here we go. Women on death row. So what do you want for your last meal? Oh, I don't know. What do you want?
That is the most accurate thing I've ever seen in my life. Right there.
I will tell you how to combat this,
100.
gentlemen. Instead of asking her what she wants, just tell her to get in the car. We're going somewhere, and you take her where you want to go and just go on in there. You agree with that, Jonezer?
Yeah. I got a caveat to that trick. I do something similar. You get in the car, and then as we're getting into that, I just do guess where we're going. We're playing a game now. Fun. And then what you do is when she guesses, you got to gauge interest. So she goes like Burger King. No. Yeah, but then if you hear like Applebee's, like, oh, how'd you know? That's exactly where we're going. Then you just course correct. Now you're spontaneous. You're cool.
I've
fun.
actually done similar things.
You
Paula's
got it.
asking, would I
That's
eat
the
a
trick.
chocolate-covered cricket? Would you eat a chocolate-covered cricket, Jonezer?
Sure, why not?
I would not. No, Paula, I would not
I
eat a
have-
chocolate-covered cricket, no.
I have drank the worm bottle of tequila bottle.
That means that you got to the bottom of the
Cricket
tequila
with
bottle
these
to
small
drink the
potatoes.
water. Richter says,
Why the worm gets you drunk.
Rick wants to know why Jamie is speaking in the third person. Jamie says, I feel attacked. Mother of God, that meme is accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, Richter says that women on death row are
this
great
one
to
with my
date. Are they?
I've done this one with my wife. You know, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. You choose. Pizza. I had pizza last night. Tacos. Tacos for lunch. Chicken. No, I'm not feeling chicken. Okay, what do you want? It doesn't matter. You choose.
Like I said, the answer to that is either pull that trick that Joneser did or just say, look, here's what we're having.
I made this and you will like it.
All right, let's see what we got next. Here we go. Do you remember back in the olden days before OnlyFans when your mom just sold Avon?
A Tupperware party. That too.
Yeah, and that was great because your mom either sold Avon, which means that you got some shampoo or something like that out of the works, or she sold the Tupperware, which meant that you got some nice dishes or whatever. But now you have to keep your friends from seeing your mom's butthole online for $5 a month.
All right, that's what happens. The kid come up, you go, hey buddy, come here, I want to show you something. And he just shows him a picture, and it's his mom's butt on OnlyFans, and he only had to pay $3 to see it. But that's terrible. That happens.
I know it happens. I know it absolutely has to happen. And what do they say about the internet? The internet is forever, dude.
Oh yeah, that once that's out there, that's out there. No.
Hey
Done.
Kate, what's going on, Kate
Hey,
Van
man.
D?
Yeah. Takes bullying to a whole nother level. You know? Lucky we didn't have this in Gen X because we basically spent our childhoods making cry for fun.
True. Horrible, says Mike Fee. Horrible. Okay. All right, let's see what we got next. We're almost done with these, folks. Hang in there. All right, right here. Okay. Right now in prison, someone's a noose is being traded for a little Debbie snack cake. So no, being stuck in your home is not like being in prison at all.
Did you just call it a noose? A noose. Gonna hang ourselves with it? Oh my God. I suppose that this transaction happens too. You know, hey man,
Yes, I'm
give me
pretty
your little
sure.
Debbie.
That or a pack of smokes. I mean, yeah. I mean, well, there's a lot going on there in the old prison that's not going on in your house. I can guarantee you that being stuck in your house is a much more pleasant experience than being in prison.
I don't know, dude. I've been on house arrest. Dude. That sucked. I wasn't allowed to go nowhere. Then I had to like, sit there in my house. Prison guard was terrible. Oh, wait a minute. That was my first.
Ooh. Moving along here, let's see what we got next. Okay, you see these toys at the top of the page? They're very important for children to play with, and this is why.
Yeah, I think that if they maybe fold it, it'll go in. You know, I don't know. That's rough because got all that wood in there. And
Oh, just wait.
Physics is hard.
What they'll end up doing is they'll end up putting this on top of the car, and they'll put their arms outside the windows.
Hold it. Yeah. And that way, when they get on the highway, it just blows away like a kite.
Yeah. And flies down the interstate and slams into somebody's car. Yeah.
Now it's a sale. Bye. Off it goes.
There's a lot of stuff going on here in the chat. You can read that for yourselves, folks. Fail, says figuratively speaking. Absolutely. This is a failure right here. This is a societal failure.
I don't know. I'm going to call it a little bit of a success. They got the corner in there. That's like maybe a 24th of it. So they're 1/24 successful. It's not enough, but I'm going to give them something.
Very generous of you there, sir.
They're trying. Give them a break.
All right. What do we got here? Oh, here we go. This is me today. Me trying to think of the things to do on the long holiday weekend. Oh, I could sit on my not usual spot on the couch.
Nope, I can't do that.
Got to sit in the normal place.
That's my going. I go.
And most finally, don't start shit with me, Cupcake. The last bitch who did had to get fresh is under a house.
Yeah. You know, that's a good thing too, because the witches in that movie, one of them's green, nasty, ugly. Then the other one's beautiful and sweet and innocent, and he still is like, I will drop a house on.
Absolutely. Let's see. They're still talking about the time that they did time together and traded each other for some sweet rolls and
wow, yeah, it's getting wild. Wow.
Kate Van D says, "Ha, wicked indeed, absolutely." Go ahead, Jonezer. I'm sorry, I talked over you.
I was just saying, you trade some booty for a pastry. It's getting real.
John says Glinda is the real evil witch. Richter said that he hated Wicked. It had too much singing in it. It was a musical, idiot.
Right. I liked the singing in that.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great movie. I love anything that's a music. I like things. We're good there.
Kate Van D says, Rick, my musical theater kid heart just sank.
I did the Annie play, man. Drummed it and everything.
All right, we're gonna take a quick little break, and when we come back, we're gonna go over into Joneser's comic shop. So let's take a little quick break here, folks.
And now, these messages.
Who's the big guy with the muscles?
He's He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Skeletor is his enemy.
Here's He-Man, Skeletor, and Castle Grayskull. You have to put the castle together.
You're doomed, He-Man.
Oh, yeah? Watch this action, Dad. Now I have the power.
He-Man and Skeletor each sold separately. Castle Grayskull also sold separately from the Masters of the Universe collection from Mattel.
As evening approaches Toothopolis, so do the cavity creeps.
Oh, no! Cavity creep!
Hurry, the crest's up.
Cavity creep spotted.
We made holes in teeth.
Crest with Florence can will fix them.
Not crest!
Yay! Crest!
Watch treats,
See your dentist.
and fight the cavity creeps like the Crest team.
Fight cavities with Crest.
Coming from the farthest reaches of the universe to challenge the worst villains on Earth are the most powerful heroes ever in the battle of the Superpowers collection. What's this? The dam's about to blow and take Robin with it? Who'll stop the Joker and Luthor?
Aquaman.
Kenner's new Superpowers collection. Figures with power action, each sold separately with its own mini-comic.
Aquaman's down.
Who can help now? A power ring, a power action punch.
Defuse the bomb.
Can this madness be stopped in time? You decide.
There goes the honeycomb hideout.
We're back in caveman time.
Me big caveman, want big cereal.
Try honeycomb, it's a big mouthful.
Honeycomb's big, 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 big. Got a big bite. Right, right, right. Honeycomb's a big mouthful. It tastes just right.
Post-honeycomb cereal is part of a balanced breakfast.
It's big mouthful.
Honeycomb's a big mouthful. It tastes just right.
Bang, bang, bang! Oh, howdy, partner. Time for timer. Do you ever get that hungry feeling after school? Boy, I do. I'm so hungry, I could eat a wagon wheel. When I'm slow on the draw and I need something to chaw, I hanker for a hunk of cheese. When my 10-gallon hat's a feeling 5 gallons flat, I got something planned, which is little cheese sandwiches. Come on! Here's a great little snack to tide you over till dinner. If you want something delicious and nutritious, cheese is a super snack. Look, a wagon wheel. When my get up and go has got up and went, I hanker for a hunk of cheese. When I'm dancing, I hold down and my boots kind of slow down, or anytime I'm weak in the knees. I hanker for a hunk of, a slab or slice and chunk of, a snacker that is a winner, and yet won't spoil my dinner. I hanker for a hunk of cheese. Yahoo!
And we are back, and I am waiting on Jonezer to return. He had to take a break to go get him some more coffee. And I will interact here with the chat a little bit. Where is Larry at? I don't know. Where is Larry at? You tell me. Kate Van D, I did tons of theater, says Rick, but musical is not my thing. George Valentine said that he's not going balls deep. And or Twinkie. Yeah, there you go. Wizard of Oz is a masterpiece. It is. I agree. I forgive and forget. That's cool. You did theater. These commercials are dope, says Kate Vandy. Thank you. Caveman had a measuring tape. Yeah, he did. Rick says, payback for me saying I did prison time. It was maximum prison. Okay. No Way Farms. I hanker for a hunk of cheese too. Yeah, there you go. And of course, there may be folks that are lurking out there. I want to say hey there to them as my phone reboots. There we go. Let's see. Still waiting on Jonezer to come back. He's taking a little while to get his coffee made there, so I might hit another commercial break. Let me know in the chat. Would you like to see one more commercial break as we wait for Jonezer to come back? And Richter says hello to the lurkers. Right now we're looking at 27.98%, so we'll call that 28% of our goal tonight. So we're getting close on goal. There's the Jonezer coming back in here. And so what do we got going on here? Well, it's almost Comic Corner time, folks, and tonight Jonezer's bringing out the big guns, or should I say the big X. So here we go, Jonezer's Comic Corner.
Joneser's Comic Corner. It's Joneser's Comic Corner. It's Joneser's Comic Corner. It's Joneser's Comic Corner.
So let's do this.
Here we go. Here in the comic shop is sitting Jonezer, and we're going to do a little bit of X tonight.
Yes. Today's Comic Corner is on a book I've shown here before. It is the iconic Giant Size X-Men #1. Now, that's a Comic Corner. Some serious hustle. Legendary book kicked off the all new, all different era for the X. I'm going to start this off by just showing off the Marvel Legends figures I've kind of put together as a homage to the cover. We'll discuss kind of who's there and who isn't there. I've got a latest acquisition, which is a character that appears in the book, but he's not on the cover. There's another one not to that. And Bill and I will discuss this, the team's members, the importance, and we will conclude with the ultimate collector flex, where I will show you off my own very own copy. So first off, I think I will switch my camera here so you can actually book itself. That popping in the screen okay there, Bill?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we can see it.
Giant Size X-Men.
Yes, sir. I got to do some trickery here because I only got to one camera. Switch the camera so we can see my little artistic creation here. So you can see that image is blazoned in your mind there, and the X-Men. Now here we are. Look at that.
Ooh, Marvel Legends figures recreation of that cover there. Tell us what we got here, there, Jonezer.
So I did my best. I'm going to flash the images back and forth here. So you see, that's what we were working with, you know, and this is where we ended up. Now, there's some characters missing, obviously, but I got all the ones that were in color. Now, behind them is the black and white. That's the old X-Men that we're doing away with. Then coming through the cover in color, got the new X-Men, you know, which it still has Cyclops from the old team. And there's a character missing in my homage here. I don't know if you can see the little Indian guy there in the corner or under Nightcrawler's arm. Colossus.
Yeah.
He's a figure I do not have, but so big that I would fit him in. That's, you know,
right.
But there were two other characters that appeared. Look, now I'm gonna switch this back, get my camera back so you guys can see my wonderful face. While I'm doing that, I will gab a little. The two characters that were not on the cover there, but do appear on the book are Sunfire, which is a Japanese character, and Banshee, Marvel Legends character I have was today. Once I get camera up there, going there. Hey, we back? Okay. Now here's the Marvel Legends Banshee. Dude, again, he did appear in the issue.
Mm.
He is the mutant from Ireland, got a sonic scream power.
Mhm.
And then we had Sunfire, who also didn't appear on the cover, but he's in there, and he is kind of like a Japanese flaming fire guy. Now, the idea between this giant size X-Men #1, they wanted to do kind of an international superheroes, kind of like an international. So you had Cyclops and Warpath, who were the Americans, the American Indians, all American. Then you had a German for Nightcrawler, Russian for Colossus, African for Storm, Canadian for Wolverine, Ireland for Banshee, and Japan for Sunfire. They had a lot of the big nations of the world represented here. That was kind of the idea, but I mean, obviously, if things got off the way they did and the team got condensed to more or less what you see when I showed those Marvel Legends figures, those are the kind of the 5 core X-Men that end up popular comic issue. The other characters kind of faded away. If you had Sunfire, the angry one, we didn't need 2 angry ones. We had Sunfire, we had Wolverine. One of them had to go. Well, obviously Wolverine was popular. The Warpath, the big, invulnerable, strong guy. Well, we already had Colossus, big and vulnerable. Don't need 2. He had to go. The Banshee just, wasn't as interesting as Sonic Screaming as Storm or Cyclops with their energy projections, so he didn't really make it.
We got hold on, John. We got a question here. The characters that appeared in the issue that are not in your little collection there, have any of them been released as figures?
I think they have. I've seen a Sunfire figure and I've seen a Warpath figure, and I think they even had the Warpath figure with Storm in her more iconic outfit, because I had her in the X-Men '97 outfit. Right. In original, she had the black outfit, which I'd prefer to get that one. I think there was a 2-pack with her and Warpath. I could probably get them both hang there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know, with the box art here for the figure, that giant size X-Men. I was hoping we get more of them. As it's a iconic book. And speaking of iconic book, it came with Banshee figure. Get a little tiny, X-Men comic book to go with your X-Men figure. I thought that was a really nice touch. And we will conclude our comic corner here. Drum roll, please. We showed a little one. Now we've got the real deal. This is the actual book. My personal collection. Ooh, let's see if we can get the glare off. Giant size X-Men #1.
Nice.
And you can see it's in pretty decent shape. Like, the only problem is, I don't know if you can see it. Somebody wrote on it there in the corner. You see that?
Mm-hmm. I see that.
324. Now, other than that, I would say this book is very mid-grade to high grade, except for that, don't count that writing. Not a lot wrong with it. I would say it's a very good mid copy, upper mid-grade. I've been told by the guy who cleans and presses books for me, they will not hit me for that writing because it's common. They go on the comics when they discarded them, they put a date on them. So because it was part of the process, I'm not going to get hit for that. That being said, if that puts that book to mid-grade value, let's look it up here.
So you picked this up, what, in a collection or something?
Yes, sir. I got this in a collection. It had quite a few other big hits, and I did not get the collection cheap.
I bet. Now, especially with this book in it, because Now, while this book is not in the top range, what is the top range on this book? Could this book be worth a lot of money?
Yes, thousands. I'm looking it up now. Yeah, high grade ones can go upper thousands. We're looking mid. So the book I got's probably somewhere between 1,000, depending on how the grade would go.
Wow.
Not a cheap book.
And
I'm
so
very
your
proud
book
to
is
have
worth
it.
what?
And
Have you graded yours yet? What do you think it's worth?
no, I would guess it anywhere between 1,000, maybe 3 if it got a good. As is, I would sell it for 3,000. But
well, have you thought about
I would
having it
sell it.
graded and slabbed?
Yes, I would, because I've got a reprinted one I could read if I wanted. I would never handle that one, and it's just that's a long process and it's risky. Got to put it in a mail, and I use a cleaner presser out in Indianapolis, so I'd have to mail it to Indianapolis, then he'd mail it to Florida, and then 2-3 months later I'll get my book back. I hope.
You hope. So have you lost any books
I
doing
always
this?
have. No, I always have, but that's a big one to throw out there.
Right. I see that, but have you sent books that are worth more than that and gone through the process?
Yeah, maybe not more or equal value. I've sent an old Golden Age Batman, a couple of gotten them back. I also sent the Amazing Spider-Man 129, first Punisher, and I've got that. And I sent a Ghost Rider 1.
Okay.
They're insured, but it's like, so what? You got a pile of money, maybe fight the post office, but you don't have your book. Sending expensive books is crazy.
Well, let's talk about the book for a minute. Tell us a little bit about the book and its impact on Marvel Comics and X-Men in particular.
Well, really, the X-Men was a fledgling or failing franchise to the point where they canceled the book. And so they stopped doing X-Men. They got the sales back later and oh man, this thing was picking up. Quick, bring it back. And then they had the pressure to do International Avengers, so they tied it all, brought it back. But really, once it came back, it was bigger than ever. In a short amount of time, you get Chris Claremont writing and John Byrne, the artist, and then it's peanut butter and jelly and the X-Men. That if you close your eyes and you think about the X-Men 70s, that's what you're going to come up with. And those are the best run of it, the best stories of it. That's the good stuff. And then it has another resurgence in the 90s where it's even bigger than ever. So yeah, they were on the map. I'd say the 90s, X-Men and Spider-Man, terrible by a mile.
Okay.
Oh, and there's Mrs. Jonezer.
Oh,
hey,
hi,
baby.
Mrs. Jonezer. Good to see you.
Nice of her to come by and wave.
Hey, checking on you there, seeing if you're doing what you said you were going to do.
Yeah, but yeah, that's my X-Men book. I'm very proud to have it. It's been on my wish list since I was a little kid. I never thought I would be lucky enough to own one. So I mean, things do happen in this world, but that's just wild. My flex.
I see. Yeah, flex them big muscles. You got quite a collection of books over there. But I've always accused Jonezer of being the alcoholic who runs the liquor store. I like see that book right there. He needs to be selling that book and making that money. But no, it's in his personal collection. See.
Yeah, I'll be holding on to that one. There's a couple of them that I like to hold. And the thing is it's like the right time to sell that book is later. The value is still accumulating,
And, 'It how long after this did the Uncanny X-Men title come out? And how long after that came out did our team that we recognized, the Claremont Byrne team, come into play on?
You know, I'm a little sticky on when the Uncanny X-Men got written in. I thought it was from the beginning, but I could be wrong.
Well, I know the original
Yeah,
book, the one that got canceled, was just X-Men.
yeah, and that one had the team of Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Jean Grey, Angel, Iceman, Beast. That was your classic X-Men. And the book did okay, but it was never a flagship Marvel title that it later became when Claremont and them really got the hooks into this team, the X-Men, giant size X-Men, this team. That really kicked things off. And that's where the X-Men became what would become later a household name. And then later, they probably put the Uncanny on it, and then they had then the X-Men books started falling out of the woodwork. You had X Factor, Excalibur, X Force, New Mutant, like it just Generation X, like, and then they brought X-Men back. You know, yeah, I think John, I think that too. I think Uncanny X-Men was from the beginning.
Rickster noticed that everyone's wife is popping up in here tonight.
Yeah, good. Love that.
All right. Well, that's pretty interesting there. That a good comic corner tonight. So, any more highlights you want to show us or tell us about what's going on here with your collection?
You know, not really. Kind of beat these to death. But I do think in future comic corners, we're going to put a little more care into what we present. And kind of like we did today, where we had a plan for once. And go off something cool and tie it into the toys, comics, toys. That's my jam, baby.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, so this is this comic, well, would you say that this comic is a comic that if all X-Men fans would be wanting to have in their X-Men collection?
Absolutely. This is the one to get, to me. Yes, you could say X-Men #1 valuable, but this one I think is the cooler cover with characters. I would also say anybody looking to invest money, you got a couple thousand lying around, get yourself the best version of this thing you can get and hold on to it for 5-10 years. I guarantee you're gonna increase your investment. It's gonna be one of the best, better than a stock or a bond. You know? An investment book. Call these a blue chip key. This is the book you should have bought yesterday.
All right. Well, I'm going to seg us out of here into something different, and we're going to go over and take a look at what I'm up to this week. But first, I'm going to beg for some subs here. Hey everybody, I would like to remind everybody to please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and share the video and tell your friends. It really does help the channel. Thanks. And here we are, and Jonezer showing off that X-Men book there in the corner, and I'm up here in the other corner. And first, I would like to thank Super John from the Super Awesome Geek Show for sending me some adventure people. He has sent me these adventure people that I have here in the bag. I have a diver and a motorcycle man and another one of those trailblazers. But I also have the Jeep and the trailer for the Safari. So that gets me started on the Safari. So thank you, John, from the Super Awesome Geek Show, Super John, for sending those in. And also, we know that McFarlane is going to be coming out with a Superpowers playset of the Fortress of Solitude from the upcoming Superman movie. So I saw this solicited a while back on Amazon.com. I pre-ordered it, and it came in today. And we're going to look at this, and this is something to put in my Fortress of Solitude, and that is the Phantom Zone projector. Now, this is the Silver Age / Bronze Age version of said Phantom Zone projector, and it's right here in this wonderful little box here. You can see the Phantom Zone criminals here, and the Phantom Zone and Superman and the projector here. And we're going to open up here and see what's in the box here. Here is the toy right here, and it also comes with this little booklet here. The technology from beyond the stars, and there is the Phantom Zone projector there on the cover of the book. And we'll just kind of flip through here and see some of the things that are in here. Jor-El's rocket, that would be the rocket ship that sent Kal-El to Earth. There's the Phantom Zone projector. Superman there looking into the Phantom Zone. There's the Phantom Zone. And there's Mon-El, if you remember, Mon-El was in the Phantom Zone for a long time. And then we talk about the fortress itself. So it's a nice little booklet here, kind of like came with the bat signal up there. It came with a little booklet as well. But let's take a look at this Phantom Zone projector. Boy, here we have the projector, and I've got Soups over here so we can look and see how it scales up. I think it scales up perfectly fine. I think that's about the right size, and it looks like it's sitting on a block of ice, like it's inside the Fortress of Solitude. And yes, I have installed the batteries in here. It does have a light up function here. And what does it show when you light it up? Let's see. Let's aim it at something and see if we can see. There it is. It projects the Superman symbol off of his chest. You turn it on. So there you go, folks. That is one of my latest things is the Phantom Zone projector there to go with the upcoming Fortress of Solitude set. What do you think there, Jonesy?
I think that's awesome. You do one that does the bat signal next.
I've got a bat signal, and there's a smaller version and a larger version. I have them both, but up here, as you can see, is the larger version of the bat signal. I kind of wish the bat signal would project the little thing like kids. I know they did do a pen version of that, like a ink pen version. It was a little pen light that did project a bat symbol that was a little smaller and not so hard to see. But yeah, this is a nice little thing. I'm gonna put it back in its packaging here and put that back in the little box. All came in. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little crafting project with the diorama that came with the 5 Points mechanical monster set from Mezco 5 Points. And I've got some Velcro here. I've got a pair of scissors, and we have the diorama back here. And one of the things that really bugged me about this diorama was when you got it out and put it together, you had these little strips on here of 3M sticky stuff, and when you put this thing together, it was permanently together, and I'm not thrilled about that. So what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to try to replace those strips with Velcro so that it'll hold together and I can take it apart if I want to. Let's see if that's going to work. And that's what we're going to do now. And I will keep the night driving there playing. I hope you guys can hear the music playing. I know you can't, Jonezer, but they kind of can. It's kind of like the ducks. But I've got some Velcro strips here. We're going to put these Velcro strips in place and see how well that's going to work out for us. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the strips together like this, and we can cut them apart here. And the other thing I want to do is, because of the way this is made, I want to get into smaller strips. Okay. Pull off one side, leave the other side attached for the moment. See what I'm doing. Let me pull the camera down here. There we go. Put that strip on. Put the right side down. Other end here.
I believe he's trying to assemble the thing here. Is that what we're doing?
I'm putting the Velcro strips in so that once I assemble it, I can disassemble it and fold it back up, because the 3M strips that came with it, once you put those on there and you put it together, it was together forever at that point, and I kind of didn't like that at all. And so try this as a solution. See if that works out for me. We'll see. We shall see there, Jonesy. So that's the first one. Here is the second one. I'm going to cut it into here and install it down there on the bottom side.
We're doing some rigging.
A little bit of rigging. Yeah, there we go. Got it cut into. Do it down here on the bottom. This sticky side off like that. Do what I had to do before on this one. I'm gonna cut the end off of it right there. Cross. Go. That will be so that I could do this with it and put it right here. Now we got another place over here on the side. Got to put get up here where you can see what I'm talking about. Got to put some across here and across here, and then we got to put one right there. So we're not quite done.
And across. We're almost there, folks. So he is still messing around. I'm playing in the chat. We're gonna ask the Superman diorama, what it looks like here.
Yeah, and I'm cutting everything apart for the second part of this. And I'm going to cut these strips here. So. Go. Start installing them to diorama. Now I put them together like this on purpose so that once I take the second side loose, it will stick to the portion of the cardboard diorama exactly where I want it to. So that's why I'm doing it that way, as I'm trying to peel this apart. Come on, there we go. Now, this one. Do it right here. Go, and that's installed. Now I'm going to put a little piece right there.
Oh, what's happening here?
Alrighty, now, right there. Now,
Right there, right.
let's start on the back side here. Take that loose.
No.
Aw.
No.
There we go. Feel that loose. Now, come around. There we go. Now, same thing with the top side. Back in here. Yeah. Go and come around with it like this. Now we go. Now, finally, front. Loose. Now then, diorama is completely put together once again, and I'm going to let it sit for a minute and let the stickum take root there against that cardboard.
That's pretty cool. They give you a little diorama or a little background. That's with. I mean, that really adds a lot of value to the toy that you got there.
Absolutely, but like I said, the problem with that was they had these 3M sticky double-sided sticky strips installed on it, so that when you put it together, it was permanently together. So you couldn't fold it back up and put it back up in its box to put it away, and that kind of bugged me. So I thought I would put Velcro strips on there so that I could take it apart if I wanted to. So that's kind of what I wanted to show off today. And now that the Stickum has had a chance maybe to set in there, let's see if it'll pull apart. All right, well, look at there, check that out, and I like that. As long as it's not taking this. There we go. So, well, check it out. Very good. And now I can try the back side here and see if it's going to pull loose like it should. Yeah. And finally the bottom. And now I can put it away now without having to worry about it. So that's how that works. And I kind of like that. So it's not permanently put together, and I can stick it back together again with the Velcro strips whenever I get ready to play with it, and I can put it away when I'm through, and it will pretty much stay stuck together for me. What do you think there, Jonezer? Think that was a good idea?
That was a good idea. Again, I'm going to repeat the same point I made before. I really like that they give you that diorama that really adds value to the toy that you got. I'm a fan of Mezco and what they do. That is a great idea for those figures.
Well, there you go. And cheap Velcro strips you can get at Walmart or Dollar General. I think I got these at Dollar General. And still had some left over. So there you go, folks. Space-saving tips, mod ideas, share them below or tag me on socials. Appreciate it, guys. And we'll get back up here to just me and Jonezer here for a minute. There we go. So that was my little crafty mod trick for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You let me know in the chat and see how many people that got bored and left while I was doing that. The duck music. Was I playing ducks? I didn't mean to play ducks. I thought I was playing night driving.
Guess not.
I thought it was night driving. Was it ducks or night driving, chat? Y'all tell me. K Van D said the music was nice.
Duck.
Okay. Well,
Abby.
I might have been playing the ducks. I didn't mean to. I thought I was playing night driving. Never mind. Anyway. Didn't mean to play ducks. There's some kind of a hot dog eating contest that's going to be going on at some point or another, and they're fussing about when it's going to occur. Now, if you guys want to involve yourself in this nonsense, you will have to become a member of the channel and contact me on Instagram and let me know who you are and that you have you are a member of the channel. I will add you into the the team chat there, and you will also be able to look at the member only posts that I do on Facebook, not Facebook, but here on YouTube. And when we do that Google Meet where these guys are going to do this hot dog eating contest, you can watch if you want.
Now I got a little something to say about this hot dog eating thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just catching wind of this stuff. And you know, I'm gonna you see this here? We're gonna throw that in.
The hat.
We're tossing our hat.
You want in on this?
Now, if anyone can shove a bunch of wieners in there, high speed, gobble them all down, dominate, it's this face right here. So let me tell you something, boy. Done messed up. Now you got me. So I'm in.
This sounds so wrong, but okay. I got you. All right. So you idiots y'all are going to be against the Jonezer now. So there you go. John backed out. No, he hadn't backed out. He just got postponed. I'm going to smash you like a hot dog, Rick. Challenge us, Jonezer, says Rickster. Okay. Figuratively speaking, just noticed your Batman shirt. Oh, and Mike Fee, thank you, sir. He confirmed that it was night driving and it was not the Dougs.
I lose. And there's supposed to be some sort of sound going.
Not right now. It was when we were in the other. You can't hear it. Only the OBS is not playing it. It's playing it for them, but not out loud. When we were on the toy cam, now it's not playing right now. I don't think. No, it's not. There should not be any ducks playing right now. And looks like we're still at 27.98%. But you know what time it is there, Jonezer? Time for some music and fun.
Howdy-doody time.
Music and fun. So I'm going to go ahead and play our first round of music and fun for you guys. And if you guys want to hear something special, just hit me up with a super chat and let me know what that is, and we'll get that set up in a playlist. So here we go, music and fun, folks. Enjoy.
Ready? 2, 3. What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises. Early in the morning, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises. Early in the morning.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Early in the morning.
Way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises. Early in the morning. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Early in the morning. Way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises. Early in the morning. Way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises. Early in the morning.
Stick him in the scupper with a hose pipe on him. Stick him in the scupper with a hose pipe on him. Stick him in the scupper with a hose pipe on him. Early in the morning.
Way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises. Early in the morning. Give him a dose of salt and water. Give him a dose of salt and water. Give him a dose of salt and water. Early in the morning. Way hey oh, way hey oh, way hey oh. Early in the morning.
That's what we do with the drunken sailor. That's what we do with the drunken sailor. That's what we do with the drunken sailor. Early in the morning.
Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises. Early in the morning. Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises. Early in the morning. Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises. Early in the morning.
In the misty moors of Goldar, where legends whispered larks rode a cosmic enforcer with a heart that left its mark. But by Hicks they called him a guardian from the stars, collecting tales in plastic from universes far. A He-Man sword glinting in the moon so bright, evil Skeletors rattle in the depths of night. Movie aliens lurking with shadows that could dance, a cosmic enforcer's bounty in his home's mighty expanse. But by Hicks the tale begins, where stars align with toy, guarding worlds within his grasp. But guardians, pride and joy, with masters of the universe and monsters grim and bold, he keeps the myths alive in every toy he holds. In a tattered jacket worn and boots that knew the earth, he combed through lands both near and far in search of priceless worth. A Frankenstein in silver screen and Dracula's icy stare. But by Hicks the stodge collector ever tread with care. Through galaxies spanned in plastic under emerald skies, he found his peace in relics and every child's cries. From Dublin to the stars, uncharted tales he'd weave and winged. In Boba Hicks' timeless journey, the cosmos intertwined. But by Hicks, the tale begins, where stars align with toy, guarding worlds within his grasp. But guardians, pride and joy, with masters of the universe and monsters grim and bold, he keeps the myths alive in every toy he holds. In the misty moors of Voldara, where legends whispered larks, rode a cosmic enforcer with a heart that left its mark. But by Hicks they called him a guardian from the stars, collecting tales in plastic from universes far. A He-Man sword glinting in the moon so bright, evil Skeletors rattle in the depths of night. Movie aliens lurking with shadows that could dance, a cosmic enforcer's bounty in his home's mighty expanse. But by Hicks the tale begins, where stars align with toy, guarding worlds within his grasp. But guardians, pride and joy, with masters of the universe and monsters grim and bold, he keeps the myths alive in every toy he holds. In a tattered jacket worn and boots that knew the earth, he combed through lands both near and far in search of priceless worth. A Frankenstein in silver screen and Dracula's icy stare. But by Hicks the stodge collector ever tread with care. Through galaxies spanned in plastic under emerald skies, he found his peace in relics and every child's cries. From Dublin to the stars, uncharted tales he'd weave and winged. In Boba Hicks' timeless journey, the cosmos intertwined. Scheming hearts and endless pain. Trust is broken, words like knives.
entire just crushed and crumbled. I'm not sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. Solar sensors inform me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this nation, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
In the great hall of the Justice League. Of the Justice League. In the great hall of the Justice League. Of the Justice League.
And we are back at Jonezer, busy typing away into the chat there.
Trying to sell some books, and I think I might have just sold one.
I see that. All right. Well, Mike B saying that he bets that Ghost Rider #1 is a high dollar comic for sure.
Yeah, it's graded 4.5, CGC graded, done. It's been cleaned, it's been pressed. That's the best grade it's gonna get. You know, I did all the things, so it's a good book. I hate to sell it, but I had to sell some of it.
John
Can't
says
keep
he's
them all.
been collecting Superman and Batman and Spider-Man and Fantastic Four lately. Okay.
I just took in a crop pile of 90s Spider-Man, and then I got a lot of those reprinted ones. Remember me and you were talking about that when they were reprinting Spider-Man or the Fantastic Four? They called it something else. Marvel Masterpiece. Marvel.
Yeah, I remember that.
Unfair.
That's where I saw my first run of 60 Spider-Man.
I got a crap pile of those on too. Guy I bought them from said, well, these are all worthless because they're reprints. Yeah, okay, that's go with, but these are still highly sought after books from the 70s, you know, like
Superman 4679. Hello. Good to see you, sir. Glad you could join us today. George Valentine says, I saw an antique store in an issue of Fantastic Four. I can't remember the number, but it was the first appearance of the One Above All.
oh yeah, I've got a couple early Fantastic Four keys. Those are expensive, getting hard to find. I've got the first Molecule Man. I think I've got the first Super Skrull.
Okay. Sometimes the reprints can be more than the first print. Have you found that to be the case?
Depends. I can tell you some that are maybe not as valuable, but catch some those Golden Record reprints where Marvel did in the 60s. Catch some good value. I think Action Comics 1 and Detective 27 got a re-release in the 70s. That usually tends to catch value. It's not going to sell for the millions that a real copy would, but who's got $1 million to buy that book with? What's the next best thing? You get that one. Portable.
Right. Right. And yes, I did see you, Mike Fee, put up that you wanted to see the Dick Tracy skit. So I put that on a request list along with everybody's favorite that we always play last. But any of you guys that sent a super chat in earlier, let me know if you want anything special. I'll put that in that request list. I do have one more set of music and fun here in a second. Kate Van D says, Rickster laughing. Oh man, they need their movie theater rights taken away. Oh, they're talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, yeah. And yeah. Told them to leave. No one makes fun of classic horror movies that I like. Okay, all right. Here you go. Old Rickster sticking up for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original 74 version.
Oh yeah, the one with all the screaming and kill her, Grandpa. Oh yeah, that was some creepy stuff.
Yeah.
George, you know what I felt sorry for in that? Sorry to cut you off there, but I wanted to get this out there. You know the guy who got the worst in that movie? And the guy in the wheelchair. And then they're sitting out there and everybody, the dude comes with the chainsaw. What's the guy in the wheelchair supposed to do? Run? He's cooked. Done.
George Van says, my autographed Death of Superman, people can pry from my cold dead hands. Kate says, these kids today don't know scary when they see it, shaking her head. Yeah.
Evil Dead.
Kate says the first time she watched that Texas Chainsaw Massacre, she thought it was real and was traumatized for a few days.
I don't know. I like the old school first Friday the 13th. Violin music and the camera's the killer, and I think, that suspense going.
All right, yeah. All right. Keep it going, chat. Love seeing you guys interacting with each other like that. That's part of what makes the show, to be honest with you. And Richter is correct. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre was inspired by Ed Gein. Figuratively speaking, likes The Exorcist. I kind of like The Exorcist too. Probably for a reason that you wouldn't understand, but the little priest in The Exorcist, and that was what he was called, the little priest, was played by a man by the name of Patrick Troughton. And Patrick Troughton is more famous for a role that he played earlier in the 1960s, and that was Doctor Who. He was the second Doctor. He took over the role when William Hartnell left. There you go. And Mike B says, Army of Darkness is part 3 of The Evil Dead.
Evil Dead was, at least I thought so because I seen it when I was.
Oh, George, were you in Metropolis, Illinois? It says, I loved in Metropolis at the time, and I had it autographed by every writer and artist at that year's Superman celebration. I've always wanted to go to a Superman celebration in Metropolis, Illinois. I think that would be. Oh, I think he means he lived in Metropolis at that time. Oh, wow, living in Metropolis. Okay.
Ed Gein live in La Crosse, Wisconsin, not too far away from their eyes.
Yep, and according to Kate, they're making a true crime story about Ed Gein on FX.
The Plainview, that's not too far away from me. I'm out here in the Wisconsin area. Got all the creeks. Got your Jeffrey Dahmers and your Ed Geins and your Jonezer. Watch out.
Are you
Someone
putting
keeps
putting
stripping
your are you
college
putting
kids.
yourself into that group of people that you just mentioned?
Yes. Crazy. Someone keeps chucking college kids in the river out here. That's true.
No, that reminds me that
Anyway.
I've been told that one time Jeffrey Dahmer's mom came over to eat supper with him, and she remarked to him, "I just don't like your friends, Jeffrey." And Jeffrey said, "Well, eat the salad then."
Yeah. I just came back from Milwaukee too. Went to the Brewers game out. Yeah. All the freakos. We just call him Carl. Hey, Carl.
Carl. Okay. All right. I'm going to set up our next set of music and fun here, set 2, and we're going to get right on into that in just a sec here. So, if any of you guys want anything special, you got to let me know, and I will add it to the list. Otherwise, right now we've only got like 2 things on the request list, and we are going to get that Dick Tracy skit in there, so that's on there. And of course, that other thing that we like to play at the very end of the show, that's in there too. Jonezer knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah,
that would be her. Kate Bandy brings up Mind Hunter or Manhunter. If you're talking about Manhunter, that is superior to the Red Dragon movie that they came out with. That was a TV movie that I actually have my Manhunter in there, and I liked it a lot better than the Red Dragon movie.
I like that one too. It's more to the book.
It is. Now, of course, Lecter is in there, but they don't call him Hannibal Lecter. They just call him Lecter, and he's not played by Anthony Hopkins.
And this guy does an okay job, but yeah, it does suck because Anthony Hopkins really just killed that role with an ice pick. You know, now you close your mind, you have to think of him.
Right. All right. No, Kate, talking about the show, nothing to do with Lecter.
We don't know what we're talking about. Nothing new.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and play this music and fun set list here, and here you go, folks. Enjoy. Keep the chat rolling.
E-Man getting ready to the blue. Skeletor with plans for something new. Gotta wash away the dirt from the day. Evelyn and Tila got something to say. Grab that soap, start the ladder up now. Nobody's gonna go down on you. Water splashing as we sing this song. Staying fresh is where you belong. We won't go down unless you're clean. Shiny bright like a hero's dream. Gotta scrub to earn that glow. He-Man and Skeletor, let's go. Evelyn has got demands. Teal's watching, watch that cock. No more grime and no more dirt. Clean you up, you big pervert. Rub a dub, make the helmet gleam. If you want fun, you need to scheme. Shower time, it won't last long. Join the queen and sing along. We won't go down unless you're clean. Shiny bright like a hero's dream. Gotta scrub to earn that glow. He-Man and Skeletor, let's go. Go down unless you're clean. Shiny bright like a hero's dream. Gotta scrub to earn that blow. He-Man and Skeletor, let's go. Go down unless you're clean. Shiny bright like a hero's dream. Gotta scrub to earn that blow. He-Man and Skeletor, let's go. He-Man getting ready for Super Blue. Skeletor with plans for something new. Skills watch and wash that cop. No more grind and no more dirt. Clean up, you big pervert. He-Man, Skeletor, let's go. He-Man, Skeletor, let's go. Evil Lynn has got demands. Tila's watch and wash that cock. No more grind and no more dirt. Clean you up, you big pervert. Rub a dub, make the helmet gleam. If you want fun, you need to scheme. Shower time, it won't last long. Join the clean and sing along. And sing along. Gotta scrub to earn that blow. He-Man and Skeletor, let's go.
Inspector Jonezer's on the case, he's got a magnifying glass. Lost his hand to trolls online, now he's got a sassy sass. Blaming everyone he sees, from the mailman to the cat. Even God's on his suspect list, can you imagine that? Inspector Jonezer, clueless as can be. Blaming everyone in sight, oh what a sight to see. His investigations, while no one can escape. Until the culprit's caught, we're all in a funny scrape. He's got a trench coat and a hat, thinks he's Sherlock Holmes. But his methods are so wacky, he's searching garden gnomes. Interrogates the neighbors and the postman too. No one's safe from Jonezer, not even you. Inspector Jonezer, clueless as can be. Blaming everyone in sight, oh what a sight to see. His investigations, while no one can escape. Until the culprit's caught, we're all in a funny scrape. He's got a trench coat and a hat, thinks he's Sherlock Holmes. But his methods are so wacky, he's searching garden gnomes. Interrogates the neighbors and the postman too. No one's safe from Jonezer, not even you. He's got a list a mile long of suspects near and far. From the guy who mows the lawn to the lady at the bar. His theories are outrageous, his logic's out the door. But we can't help but laugh and cheer for more. He's questioning the goldfish and the birds up in the trees. Even asked the pizza guy, did you do it pretty please? Inspector Jonezer's on a roll, his antics never end. But we all know deep down, he's just trying to defend. Inspector Jonezer, clueless as can be. Blaming everyone in sight, oh what a sight to see. His investigations, while no one can escape. Until the culprit's caught, we're all in a funny scrape. Jonezer, clueless as can be. Blaming everyone in sight, oh what a sight to see. His investigations, while no one can escape. till the culprit's caught. We're all in a funny scrape.
All us got that magic touch. Every day she shines so much. Pretty eyes that light the way. Super groovy all the way. Dancing through the city nights. Smiling with her pure delight. Everyone just stops to see. All us glow so wild and free. Paula's groove is in her soul. Makes the world feel whole. Sexy moves and pretty curls. She's the queen of all the girls. Every step she takes so light. Paula's charm just feels so right. Groovy girl with all her might. Makes the day turn into night. Paula loves and people cheer. She spreads joy far and near. With her heart set to the beat. Paula's groove can't be beat. Paula's groove is in her soul. Makes the world feel whole. Sexy moves and pretty curls. She's the queen of all the girls. Paula's groove is in her soul. Makes the world feel whole. Sexy moves and pretty curls. She's the queen of all the girls. Every step she takes so light. Paula's charm just feels so right. Groovy girl with all her might. Makes the day turn into night. In a shiny helmet, I'm strut. Private director on the move. On the move. Selling weapons, making bucks. Cobra's got nothing to lose. Money stacks, they rise so high. Private director, watch me fuck. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Hard profits never lie. Money, money, money. Cobra pays while bitches suck. Gold plated gear all around. Baroness sucks my dick. Get it, girl. Overcharged the commander. Make me rich. Ain't no shame in my kick. Money stacks, they rise so high. Profit director, watch me fuck. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Hard profits never lie. Money, money, money. Cobra pays while bitches suck. Cobra world in my hand. Weapons spread across the land. Profit director, pimp daddy. Got the plan. Making that money. Cashing in on demand. Money stacks, they rise so high. Profit director, watch me fuck. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Hard profits never lie. Money, money, money. Cobra pays
And we are back. Jonezer showing us that giant size X-Men there on the screen as we're keeping the chat rolling here. You guys continuing to chat there. And as we're getting close to the end of the hour, I'm going to go ahead and play the last 2 bits of music and fun here in just a second. And that's going to end off tonight's show. So let me come over here and get that set up for you guys. Jonezer back on screen. Hey, man.
Oh.
And I do want to apologize to everyone. Jonezer and I haven't done this in a while, so that, you know, we got to get back into the swing of things, being able to negotiate the lag times and all that as we try not to run over each other when we're talking.
I feel like today went pretty good for the most part. You know, I mean, we didn't have too many snafus, rolled with the punches. Things went well.
All right. So we're going to play that last little bit of music and fun there, Jonezer, and then we'll come back and we'll feed the ducks and say goodbye to everybody. Started here. Here we go. I'm going to have to go back and redo that because I think I picked the wrong version of that or something because it was way too big. Give me a second there, folks, to fix that. Get in studio mode for a second. Properties. Well, what was going on there? That was way too big. Let me here and start it back up again, and I'll try to fix it on the fly there. Give me a sec.
Okay, Mumbles. Big Boy's on his way to the slammer. Itchy's probably at the bottom of the river. You are in the hot seat. Now, where is Flat Top?
What are you talking about, Brady? I don't know no Flat Top.
No point denying it, Mumbles. We got plenty of photos of the two of you together. Cooperate. Maybe get a lighter sentence.
You got nothing on me. I didn't do nothing on my lawyer. Forget it, Sam. I'm done playing nice. Hit the lights.
Sorry, Mumbles. Looks like you're in for a long night.
You're giving me the dirty degree. I don't want my lawyer. This ends when you tell me where Flat Top is. Unfortunately for you, Mumbles, I don't believe you. Sam, why don't you go ahead and see what you can get out of him? I'm getting a coffee.
Calling Dick Tracy. Come in, Tracy.
What do you need, Pat? I'm kind of in the middle of something here.
Tracy, Flat Top's out on 5th and G, firing indiscriminately. 2 officers and a few civilians are down. He's screaming for you.
I'm on my way.
Where's Tracy? He doesn't have the guts to face me. I'll kill every copper until I see he shows.
He's out of control. Lost his mind. I'll have to wait for the right moment.
There he is.
Steady, Tracy. He's gonna be out soon. Now! What? Reload? Not now! This is Tracy. Suspect is down. Repeat, suspect is down.
All right, Tracy. Dispatching an ambulance.
All right. Ducks are being fed at the moment. Me and Jonezer are back in the room for just a second. Say good night to everyone. Are you back forever, or are you just back for a little while, Jonezer?
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah,
Stay
I'm
tuned,
kind of hoping that you might crank things up over there on the Jonezer channel as well. Jonezer's Comics and Toys.
Yeah, we rebranded, changed the name, and then.
All right then. Anything else you want to say before we take off there, Jonezer?
Not much. All right, Ned.
Yeah, I mean we're right on time, folks, and you know what I always say: keep on collecting, stay fantastic. We'll see you next time here on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. In the meantime, have a good journey. Special thanks to the channel supporters. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like, subscribe, and share the video.